are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cambridge Impronauts Goes to the Movies. I'm hoping I'm coming through right now because my microphone... Yes, it's on. Okay. Welcome. I am, of course, Oscar the Slug, famous for being a literal Oscar who is also a slug. But you're not here necessarily to see me. You are here to see all of our excellent performers today who are going to be competing live for their chance to win the Golden Slug. Ooh. Not just a clay slug that I painted. It is made of solid gold. So, who are contestants today? Well, first of all, we have... She is Oscar. She is Bait. She is Miss Oscar Bait. It is Emily herself. Okay, he is an egg, I guess. His name's Kian. It is Kian Hardballed Murray. Diamonds say our girl's best friend, but I would disagree. I think it's Sophia coming in here at number 3. We don't entirely know what he's doing here today, but he has a sock on his hand, so indulge him. It's Jackenstein!
Hooray!
A single clap. People say he looks like Hugh Laurie, but apparently he's a lot shorter and a lot prettier. It's Bertie, or Damien, as he's known. Lovely rouging there. Finally... Who would have an improv show quite without? That was not sentence. It's the lead singer of The Cure, Dr. Caligari. And finally, it's Tom Cruise. So, waves, hello, everybody. We are here, and we are here to entertain you for the next hour. They will be competing, and you, the audience at home, will be voting on who you think the best person is doing the improv today, and that person will actually go home with a small painted slug. Very exciting indeed. So, I've been asking you guys for some movie genres, and I very much appreciate all of these genres coming through. Genres are going to be a feature throughout this, believe it or not, because we're talking about movies. But before we get into that, let's go into our first game. Our first game is a game called Genre Roller Coaster. The other thing I was going to mention, this is the other thing. During the games, at any moment, I may shout the words, Oscar-winning moment. If I say that, the actors who are currently doing whatever game they're doing need to turn on their most Oscar. They need to impress me, the slug, who is an Oscar. So keep your eye out for that and look for some excellent overacting, because whoever does the best, remember, is going to win a slug at the end. So, we're going to get on with Genre Roller Coaster. So I need Kian and Damien to be spot lit. So let's bring them up. Where is Kian? There he is. Okay, so Kian and Damien. I am an idiot. Kian and Damien are going to do a lovely scene for us. But every now and then I am going to shout a genre. When I shout a genre, they are going to immediately switch into that genre, but continue their scene like nothing has changed. So to start off, I'm actually just going to ask a member of our cast. Could Tom Cruise, could you very kindly give us a location that these people can do a scene in?
The basement of a multi-story car park.
You're in the basement of a multi-story car park. Make a start and I'll jump in when I need to.
You got a light?
Yeah, sure. You weren't followed, nah? You weren't, no one on your tail, nah?
No one on my tail. I got away clean. I did the job like you asked. Everybody dead. All the money left behind in the bank like you wanted.
High school movie.
That's neat.
A high school movie.
You got it? You got all of it? Oh my god, this is beyond my wildest imagination. Oh, wow. She's so gonna go out with me. Thank you.
We got to get rid of these cigarettes first, though. It's not cool.
Yeah, no, cool.
Not appropriate, not age appropriate.
Yeah, no,
now listen,
yeah.
You're gonna do great when she finds out, when Amy finds out that you.
Oh god, what if I'm nervous? What if I can't speak? Oh my god, I can't speak now. What am I doing?
Mockumentary.
So, they asked us if they could follow us round, and I was pretty annoyed when he asked out Amy, took her to the dance. I was really hoping I would be able to go with her myself, but of course I can't say anything now, and there's all this behind-the-scenes stuff. It would be pretty embarrassing if he realised how I felt about his beloved.
No, I mean, I think it's going exactly as it should do. There's no reason why I would suspect anything at all.
No, I mean,
I know he's with me on this.
I don't think that's an appropriate question. I honestly, I'm very happy for the two of them. They are lovely. He's a bit dull, but eventually, she'll see through that. And
Heist movie. Heist.
So, I'm telling you, man, Amy's betrayed us. She's supposed to be keeping a lookout at the bank, man. We gotta get back.
Damn it, John! How could she do this? I thought, we were tight. Have you got the car? Man.
Yeah, I've got the car. Of course, I've got the car.
We need to go. How far away is it? Have you got me covered? Cover me. I'll get it going.
Okay. Yeah. Right. You're going in. You're.
Sure.
Okay. Right. Go.
Get my 6. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
It's like, clocks and time and 6. It's like 7, 8, 9. Numbers. And, come on, we can't be wasting time here. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Are you gonna go? Well, then go. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Get in there, man.
I got the keys
to the bank.
Got the keys.
Slapstick comedy.
Yeah. I'll just get the door for you. Hang on.
What another fine mess he got us into.
And scene. Lovely stuff, guys. We're gonna have golf clubs. We're gonna do another one of those because we just love those games. So Helena and Jack, you're gonna be doing another one of these scenes. So we're gonna be using a lot more of those excellent genres that you've been giving us in the chat. Let me just pull up. Jack, okay, and I'm going to remove myself. And then, could Miss Oscar Bate give us a location for this to happen in?
Aquarium.
You're in an aquarium. I'll shout some genres at you at some point. Go.
Oh, are you feeling ready today? Your first day feeding the sharks. Exciting, right?
All right, I've got to be honest. I was a bit suspect with the whole job opening situation because this place has a bit of a reputation,
We've lost 3 members of staff. Come on, 3 a month is standard for this type of aquarium.
People in the aquarium when it opened 2 weeks ago, and you're the last person left. So,
well,
if we kind of break down the statistics of it, it's pretty bad. I've got to be honest. What was your name? Philip? Whatever.
British underdog movie.
Well, ever since Pit closed, I had to open an aquarium to make ends meet.
Right. It's just a struggle. It's just a constant struggle. We're here constantly fighting against the odds to feed these sharks.
That's
but
right.
Who are the real sharks? The people putting us down.
Well, Tim, if you're ready to feed sharks, then why don't you climb up ladder?
Okay, I've got my fish. Okay, I'm going to try and climb up the ladder now.
Slasher horror.
That's right. You climb up. Don't worry about anything.
Is that shark got a machete?
No.
Wait a second, that's not a shark. That's just a man in a tank.
No, I assure you it's a shark. You keep on climbing.
Hockey masks. All right, I'm at the top. I'm at the top. I'm on the railing above the tank now.
Silent movie. Rom-com.
Oh, I love you, shark. So glad you ate that guy who didn't know my name, even though I'm the only other member of staff.
It's no problem. I appreciate this weird arrangement where you just keep employing people and dumping them into my tank.
Oscar-winning moment!
I'm so glad we met. You really saved me when the pit closed. And dressing you up in that hockey mask makes me feel like maybe we're not so different, you and I, Sharky. Maybe what we have is something real.
You may love me, but it won't bring Brian back. You know I can't do this.
And scene. Wow, what an emotional roller coaster, living up to its name there. Thank you very much, the two of you. What a beautiful moment. So, thank you everybody. So far, it's been going well. We've been asking you for some fake movie names. Keep piling those fake movie names in. That is for the next game. The next game is going to be called The Cutting Room Floor. Now, we've been making this movie for quite a while, and it stars, in fact, Miss Oscar Bate herself, and of course Tom Cruise. So the problem is we don't have a lot of time left to shoot this film, and they keep messing the scene up, and every time they mess the scene up we have less and less film to kind of film it on. So you guys have got a minute to complete your completely lost my train of thought. You've got a minute to complete your scene, okay? And if you mess it up, we're going to have to do it again, but in 30 seconds. And if you mess it up again, 15 seconds, and then if you mess it up one more time, you're going to only have 7 seconds to do the scene, okay? So I really don't want you to mess this up, okay? Cool. I've been asking you some names of movies, and one really hit out, and this is, of course, favoritism, because this is from my mum. Hey, mum, your son's at this. I don't know. Thanks for coming in. So it's called, you're doing the film Hot Fizz. Everyone's favourite film, Hot Fizz. I'm going to get a timer up whilst you warm up, get your vocals all ready. Really should have had a timer up from the start. Okay, so second I say action, I want you to do 1 minute scene from Hot Fizz. We're not getting copyrighted. Okay. And action.
I don't know, man. I just think coffee carbonated, I don't think it'll sell.
No. Think about it, right? Okay. You've had a long day at work. You need energy, but we live in England, so it's freezing. What do? Fizzy hot coffee. It's gonna sell like fizzy hot coffee would.
You know what? You're the brains behind this operation. I'm just the numbers guy. So what's your plan of action? How do we roll these out?
Well, they are already in a kind of sort of tubular can, so I think you just push and they'll roll themselves.
That'll carbonate them as well. Further creating the fizz and the hot that we need.
Because everyone knows to make a drink fizzy, you just shake it really hard and then bubbles.
Well, that is you are the inventor here. But who are we selling to? Who's our target market?
I'm thinking a combination of kids sitting exams and maybe like soccer moms.
Those two groups are so...
Cut. No. Okay. So we're gonna have to do that again. Sorry, you kind of messed that up at the end. So you've only got 30 seconds, okay? On the same scene, but 30 seconds. Okay? All right. And action.
Fizzy coffee? I don't know.
Think about it. It's like hot and it's fizzy at the same time. Everybody loves it. Work.
But how do we create these fizziness?
But you put it in a can and then you roll it down a hill and then it gets bubbles. Woo, fizzy.
Who do we roll cans to?
To the soccer moms and the children sitting their exams.
Those two groups have often been too far apart in my mind, and we just need to bring them together with this hot fizzing action.
Exactly. I mean, it's
cut. Okay, look. One more chance. You've got 15 seconds, okay? Same scene, 15 seconds. Action.
Fizzy coffee?
You just put them together and shake it.
And then roll it down a hill to some...
Soccer moms and children who take exams.
Unsatisfied women.
Yes.
Cut. Okay, that was better. One more go. We're just going to do one more go for the final edit. 7 seconds, okay? Same scene, 7 seconds. Action.
Sparkly latte?
Push the mothers down the hills. Fizzy.
Satisfy them.
Cut. Perfect. We had that. That's it. That's a wrap. Thank you very much. That was beautiful in a way. Also horrifying in a slightly different way. Cool. So was our thing. Sorry, we had some volume problems. Hopefully that's fixed now. Been fiddling around with the old controls at the bottom. I have been doing a terrible job of changing this banner as well. But for the next game, all I'd like from you all are some locations. Locations, please. I will change the banner now. Give us a location. Allocation. No. It's also not our first game. This Slug, Oscar the Slug, failing with the banners. Okay, so give us some locations. Whilst the locations are coming in, this is a game where basically we have managed to source one of the first ever films created by aliens. Unfortunately, because it's done by aliens, it's hard to understand. So we've brought in some people who can translate. So they're going to be dubbing over what's being said in the film, and hopefully the film will still come across okay. So the Alien film actually stars two of our people. In fact, they were just on screen. It was Tom Cruise and Oscar Bates. So these two are going to be doing a lovely mime for us. Meanwhile, Diamonds Are Forever, Sophia, and I should have this up. And Helena, our Dr. Caligari, is going to be dubbing over for us. So Dr. Caligari is going to be dubbing for Tom Cruise, and Diamonds Are Forever, Miss Oscar Bates. Cool. So now you're all coming in with some excellent things. I like that someone's put an alien jail, but in this film, it would just be jail. So I think we're going to go with that. You're in jail. It is an alien jail, as you know, you are aliens. And yeah, Dr. Caligari / Tom Cruise. I believe you have the first line in the scene. So please take it away. You're in jail.
So help me out, let me out, I want to get out, please, I'm innocent, please, for the love of God, let me go.
They all say that,
Oh, really? Well, I say it more dramatically, I'm innocent.
Oh, no you don't. Stop giving it, chatting all that shit. You can't say it more dramatically than the man who ate faces that we had in here the other day. Oh, they were slimy.
8 faces?
Oh, yeah.
Just raw, or did he...
No. What he did was he took them in a big pot and he peeled them off and he put them in the pot, and then he kind of diced up some onions and some carrots, put them into the pot, stirred it round, then he had a low heat, stirred it with a big ladle, and then he would taste it. He would make sure it tasted salty and delicious, and you know what? You wouldn't know it was face. In fact, he had a restaurant.
Gotta say, you really do know a lot about this man who ate faces. Did you eat faces?
Oscar-winning moment.
Me? Well, I went to that restaurant. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about the fact that I ate. Forget it. No. Would I really eat a face? No. Not willingly. Not knowingly. Never. But I did. It was the best restaurant in town. Michelin star faces. I ate somebody's cheek. It was good. It was good. Very good. I'm not afraid to say it. I'll say it. I ate face.
And did it deserve the Michelin star?
Yeah, it did. It really did, if I'm honest. Not a controversial opinion, I'll be honest, but it deserved every good review.
So, when I get out, maybe you could take me there, and we could eat a little, maybe we could...
It's not really that kind of relationship, you yelling at me and then me telling you about the man who ate faces, I don't know about that.
Silly of me, of course.
I'm sorry, it's not that you're not great and all, but you are in here for like some of the worst crimes. I mean, you're in the
No,
cell where the
I'm
man who ate faces
innocent.
used to be.
I'm innocent though. I
Yeah,
didn't do any
yeah,
of those.
okay.
I'd eat a face
Okay,
at
you
a
may not
restaurant.
eat a face, but you like feet, which is so much worse. Okay, yeah.
I
you
ate a
couldn't
feet.
trick me
Okay,
to eat
I ate 15, 20 feet. Okay, fine. Right, but
15 to 20. 15 to 20. I heard it was 2. Whoa. Okay.
two separate occasions. Two separate occasions. 7 to 10 feet each time.
No, that is a lot of feet for one meal, and you left the rest of the body. I'm not the face eater.
You just told me you ate a face. It deserved a Michelin star, and you would do it again.
In a restaurant where I was tricked. But yes, I did eat a face, and I didn't say I would do it again, but I would do it again. If I think about it, I would have it with the Pyrenees sauce next time. Of course, yes.
Let me ask you something. When we get out of here,
right.
For me, 20 years minimum. A year per foot.
I would prefer longer, but yeah.
Perhaps you and I could, share next time. You take the face, I take the feet. Find a couple of pals to go to town on the bodies.
Well, this is sweet, I guess, in your way, but look, okay, look, I'll level with you here. I don't eat the humans. I don't eat the aliens. I just don't eat that stuff. But you're cute, so a normal restaurant, of course.
Oh.
A normal restaurant, of course.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, we've got plenty of time in here together to figure it out, haven't we? Say, what size are those?
What size are what? My feet?
Yeah.
Small.
Let's cut that. That was just an amazing example of a scene I just didn't want to end because I wanted to see where on earth, well, not on earth, you'd go next. And I'm glad I did because we went from murderous accusations to flirting to murderous accusations to flirting. And I think a date was set in the end, so congratulations to you all. Thank you very much. I think I'm exclusively going to watch Alien Cinema now. I think Hollywood has been ruined for me. Anyway, let's move on to our next game. So one thing you might want to know about all of our lovely contestants today, of which I've realised there's so many that we have to scroll through you at the top, is that they're all aspiring actors, believe it or not. And we've actually got a copy of each of their audition tapes for various roles that they've gone for in the past. So we thought we'd show them to you now so that you could get a gauge on who you want to vote for at the end to be the winner of the Golden Slug. So I've been asking you for some characters with features, for example, a wizard who can't play chess. I'm seeing some very excellent ones in the comments already. Using these prompts, we're going to see some audition tapes from every single person here. So without further ado, I think I'll just make a start. So let's play the first audition tape. Hello, Emily. You are here to read for the part of Low Energy B. Okay, proceed.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity as well. I'm just really, really grateful.
Yep, please.
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to have any flowers, preferably close to the ground? I'm thinking maybe something in the daisy variety. You know, I can't get too high up the ground these days. Something like maybe like an open variety, nothing too strenuous to get in. Yeah, and then something close to the hive if you have it. You know, these old flappers, they just aren't what they used to be. Anything with like maybe a lazy boy, in the corner. I feel like maybe I could set up shop, you know? Really lay down some roots, maybe with like a TV and a dandelion would just be what the bee doctor ordered. That's what us bee calls doctors. The bee doctor.
Thank you very much. I think we've heard all we need to hear. We'll be in touch. Alex, hello. You're here to read for the part of the spy who's incapable of lying?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
First of all, I'd just like to say, love the script. So good.
My father wrote it. It's fine. Please, carry on.
So, Mr. Bond, I see you've fallen into my trap once again. Oh, those trousers are gorgeous. I mean, hand over the weapon. What am I going to do with it? Wouldn't you like to know? Oh, well, basically, we've got this really cool plan. So I've got a jet waiting out back. And then I'm going to get into that jet. And then I'm going to fly to a city. And I'm going to use the weapon to cause chaos and destruction. It's going to be really fun if you wanted to come along. Or I could use it for other purposes. But I'm not going to.
Well, thank you very much, Alex. We'll call you at some point if you get the second round. Thanks. Helena, hi. I believe you're here to read for the part of a balding dandelion.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Please, whenever you're ready.
Okay. With every gust, with every breeze, I feel my life coming closer to its end. As my seeds spread to the wind up to 5 miles until they land gently drifting down, hopefully landing on somewhere warm and yielding, so its roots can slowly germinate and make their way into the cracks between the concrete, or possibly just blowing into somebody's car and annoying their nose, causing a tickle. They get distracted as they drive. They're brushing me away and they miss their turning. They're 10 minutes late for what would have been the date of a lifetime, but they've made a bad first impression, all because of me. That is the power of balding as a dandelion. In death, there is new life and power over others.
Cool, a little off script there, but we appreciate the effort. Thank you very much. We'll I've said this to a lot of people. We'll be in touch. Thanks. Cool. So, hi, Sophia, is it? Yes. So you coming in to read for the part of a pirate in the middle of a morality crisis.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. You prepared for this, right?
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. Please, whenever you're ready.
Walk the plank, Oscar! Walk the plank! You can't have been scrubbing the decks with the beer! How dare you! How dare you! The worst crime that's ever committed on this ship! My own son committed the worst crime on this ship. He's my only son. I can't send my only son to the plank, but I can, because I gotta set an example as captain of the ship. You hear me, you land-loving, squabbly bits? I will send my own son. I'll send my own son. I'll send any one of yous. If you waste the whiskey, you waste the beer, but if you waste it, less of us get drunk, don't they? Less of us get drunk, and then I remember when you were just a little lad, and you had your first sip of beer in my lap. Such a cute baby, your mother. The most beautiful mermaid I ever laid eyes on. She left. And all I got left of her is you. So go back and join her! Ah!
That is passionate. Thank you. Yes,
Thank you.
We'll let you know by fax, probably. Depends on whether we can get the machine working again. All right. Well, we've got Damien now. Damien, you are here to read, of course, the part of the Shakespearean era sports star. So
Thank
yes,
you. Thank you very much. Yes. Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Can I just say how much I enjoyed the snacks that you provided for us in the green room? The
Oh.
Hubbard's food store mushy peas was both satisfying and delicious, and I think I'm going to do really well now because of all the extra nutrition that is going to release slowly during the course of this.
Well, that's why we did it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See here. See here. I am your champion, and yet I am not a champion at all. I am nothing. Some will say there is naught lower than a man such as me, and yet I would shrink myself down and bow myself before your majesty and before even the majesty of a flea. Why? Because I have not earned your trust or your wonder. Now, why should this be? For is it a bee that I should be? Were it not a bee, 'twere a flea, and perhaps I shall jump and spring myself free.
Thank you. Yes. I mean, I have no words, so I won't say them.
Thank you. I look forward to hearing from you. I can keep this?
Yeah. No, go ahead. We've already moved on to the next clip, so you're good. Kian, you're here to
Hello.
You're here to read for the part of a dressage horse who believes it's a pilot, correct?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's what I signed up for. Yes, cool.
Absolutely
Can I
right.
just take a second just to get into it? Just to really get the horse inside me.
Yeah.
Just
However long it takes to get that horse in you. Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Okay, right. Let's go.
Ready.
Go. Whenever you're ready. Whenever I'm ready. Cool. Sweet. Yeah. Whoa. Let's go. Oh, why is someone sitting on me? Oh no, he's back. I thought I'd shaken him. Coming in. That was a close one. That was. I've got to stop doing this. It's just to be so high up and to be looking down. There's no other feeling like it in the world. I feel so tall. I feel so. My head is in the clouds. Oh, yes, this is where I always wanted to be. Oh, yes. Why have I got 4 legs? Oh my God. What are these? How am I supposed to pilot the plane with these? No. No. I can't do this. No. Help.
Thank you very much. The producers of Metamorphosis will let you know. Horsefasis.
Thank you.
That pun worked. Thank you very much, Kian. We'll be in touch. Okay, and finally we have Jackenstein. Thank you for coming along. You're reading for the part of lawyer that specialises in grocery store mishaps?
Yes.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, hang on. Let me just get into character. Your Honor, what has been done here today has been a great disservice. So what? My client couldn't tell the difference between the tomato and basil sauce and the tomato and chili sauce. And he put it through the self-checkout thusly. Is this a crime? Perhaps in the eyes of the supermarket, but in the eyes of God, I say no, sir. I say no. When will we live in a time where people who like their pastor a little spicier than some can walk hand in hand with these spicy-hating normies? I'm here asking everyone to come together as brothers, sisters, but more importantly, as pastor readers. Thank you. And God bless the big Tesco on St. Giles Street, Oxford.
Wow. I mean, we only have one question for you, Jackenstein, which is when can you start?
Oh, I don't know. I literally just made that up on the spot. It's this thing called improv.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been really kind of freewalling it. This pub, I don't even know who this guy is. You know, it's a bit wild.
Wow. Well, very impressive, I must say. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we managed to cut away just before the kiss there because we're a PG family here at Impronauts Central. So welcome. I am tired. So that was our wonderful collection of audition tapes. Hope you enjoyed them, and we're going to move on to our next game, which is called collaborative storytelling. I'm going to be using some genres that you guys wonderfully gave me at the beginning of this thing, but I've also been asking you for some 5-word story titles because we're going to have Kian, Damien, Emily, Helena, and Sophia are going to be telling us a lovely story, and I would like to ask if the other people could turn their videos off for this so that I don't accidentally put you into this game and you will be scared. So first of all, we're going to assign each of them some genres based on what you were saying at the beginning, and then when I give them the name of the story, they will be telling the story in their own genre, but we'll be flicking between them, therefore changing the genre as we go. So let's start with Bertie Wooster himself. Damien, you are going to be doing adventure-styled storytelling. Thank you. And then Kian, you will be doing spaghetti western, as fitting with your character's outfit. Sophia, you will be doing Quentin Tarantino film. Is that something you think you can do?
I think it's something I can do.
Parfait, as they say in Germany. Okay, Emily, you're just keeping your hands moisturised there. That's wonderful.
I just love to keep moisturised throughout the day.
That's cool. What moisturiser are you using?
It's actually Cetaphil moisturising lotion. It really gives me the boost that I need throughout the day. I'd highly recommend to anyone.
Oh, thank you very much. You are going to be doing a... Oh, I had it there and it went again. Okay, you're going to be doing an indie teen angst film style. Interpret that how you will. And finally, Helena, you are going to do... Oof. You are going to do... Historical. Again, interpret that how you will. Before I bugger off and leave these people to do their wonderful storytelling, I need a story. And there's some lovely story names coming in through here. Let's have a look. I like Are We Not All Insects? So it's going to be called Are We Not All Insects? I will quickly run through you all again so you can give your genres, and then we will begin the storytelling experience. Okay, so what are your genres?
Angsty indie teen movie.
Historical.
Spaghetti western, yes sir.
Tarantino movie.
Adventure.
All right, and with that, begin.
Tony the Ant rolled out of bed. He was listening to the Smiths as per and wondered when his life was ever going to get better. He was just a tiny cog in this huge ant colony, but he wanted to be more than that. No.
He knew that his destiny lay outside the colony. So one morning he woke up before the Queen, put on his tiny little ant backpack, which weighed over 14 times his own weight, and went out, seeking something new.
As he exited the anthill, a phalanx started marching past him in full tortoise formation, shields up, and heading towards Egypt on expedition with Mark Antony, I think. Antony, he's an ant.
he was a man who didn't have much time for phalanxes. In fact, he didn't know what a phalanx was, or indeed how to spell them. But he went on his way. A tumbleweed blew by in the distance. It was absolutely huge.
He turned to our main man and he said, "Hey, when you get to hell, tell him Daisy sent you, and be sure to roast your extra, extra large marshmallows, because ladies, if it ain't extra large, it ain't worth putting in your mouth. Roast them on the flames of hell."
He touched the marshmallow gently to her lips and wondered how that both of them would die eventually, as all things did. Vampire Weekend played softly in the background as he took his acoustic guitar from behind him and strummed a gentle tune while looking into her eyes deeply and gently.
I am but a traveling ant. A traveling ant is what I am. Yes, ma'am. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow.
The tiny noise slightly distracted one of the centurions who was marching in formation towards Egypt from Rome in ancient Roman times. And as he looked down, his sandal came slightly untied. He bent over and he saw that ant and he realized, are we not all insects in service of a great ant queen, aka Caesar?
Same moment, the ant, Tony, put his guitar away and looked up at the hero facing him and thought, I've had enough. It's time to make life easy for myself. He crawled up a little bit onto the centurion's leg and didn't have to do any more walking, which was really nice because he hadn't gone very far at all. He'd only gone about this far in his whole day. That's sort of how fast ants are. But now that he was attached to a Roman warrior, he could travel a mile in a single set of 1,000 paces, approximately.
However, that ant bit our centurion and said, "Hey, do you find me sadistic?"
He knew that he had a connection with this centurion. He didn't know how it would take him, but he knew he was going to find it. This was his moment to make a change on this world. He was going to go out and see some protests and then watch some indie French cinema just to feel something. None of these blockbusters touched his soul, but he knew where this centurion was going, he'd find his purpose. His...
"You want to win a battle, son?" he said to the centurion, crawling up into his ear. "Forget your spears. AK-47 is the best there is."
The ant sat there looking up at him. The camera zoomed in close on his eyes, then zoomed in a bit more because he was an ant, so it's really hard to see. You have to get in real close. Sat there looking up at him and he thought, AK-47s? That's the kind of place this is. That's the kind of guy you are. Well, I'll tell you what, Centurion. This world, it ain't big enough for the both of us. In fact, it's pretty much your size, not mine. But it certainly ain't big enough for the both of us.
That Roman centurion, though, this whole time had been suffering deeply from the ant bite on his foot. He was terribly allergic, and of course in Roman times there was no such thing as EpiPens. He collapsed to his knees in the sand. It was very dramatic. He broke formation. The other soldiers all look and turn and see and realize that if this one Roman could die of an ant bite allergic reaction, then maybe they all could. And they all started putting their hands up saying, "I'm allergic to ant bites." And then they all stopped marching, and they weren't all just insects serving Caesar anymore. And the answer to the story's title, "Are We Not All Insects?" was a resounding no.
They sat down, lit a campfire, and decided that they would recuperate after their long day of soul-searching and marching with a delicious meal of Hubbard's Food Store mushy peas. It's the ideal foodstuff to bring you back on your feet after a tough day of insect bites and allergic reactions. Mmm.
The end! Just to throw you off, I decided not to finish on the person who actually finished the thing. But we got an advert in at the end as well, which was lovely. So, thank you very much. That was an excellent story. Well, whilst you guys are providing that wonderful story in all sorts of different genres, I was asking the crowd here, hello crowd, for some locations. Because we have another story to tell. And in this story, we're going to have 3 actors. Let me just make sure I know which ones they are. Yes, we're going to have Alex. Where's Alex gone to? There we go. We're going to have Alex. We're going to have Sophia once she's finished eating her marshmallows. Wait until you had them in your mouth and then brought you in, because absolutely why not? And of course, Keaton are going to be doing a scene, and the scene is going to be taking place on. Oh, I do quite like this. Okay, you're going to be on a paddle steamer. This feels black and white. Now, they're going to be doing this story under the guidance, the nuance that is Jack and his sock. Jack is our director for this, and he is going to be coming in at various points during the scene to provide them with some directions, some new angles to take when performing the scene. So, can I just do a quick test? Jack, can you turn your camera off and then turn it back on again quite quickly? Okay, I think this is going to work. What's going to happen is Jack is going to turn his video off, and when he wants to provide some directions, he will turn his video back on. That way we can still have our lovely gleaming faces, some people literally, at the top to amuse ourselves watching this thing. So, please, you are in a paddle steamer. I'll leave you with Jack.
Ma'am, you dropped this while you were walking by.
Oh, my scarf. Thank you so much. I don't know what I'd do if my husband had found out I lost it. Pure mink, you know. So much of his salary went on that. Is how I know he loves me.
Now, Millicent. Oh, what a day!
George.
What a day! How are
This
you,
lovely young
darling?
lady
Enjoying
just...
the steamer?
I sure am, George. This lovely young lady here just got my mink scarf
do?
back. What's your name, sweetheart? So young, so lovely.
They call me Shelby, but it's not really my name. It's just a nickname I picked up over here.
A nickname.
She's so funny, aren't they so funny? They're
How
so funny.
delightfully silly.
Cut.
What
Listen,
now?
doll, and boy doll. I didn't finance this movie for this kind of hullabaloo. Look, I've been looking at the box office, and what people like is competition. You got Avengers. You got Avengers 2, the one where they kill the robot. Avengers 3, Cats and Dogs. And Avengers 4, Cats and Dogs 2, the battle for Kitty galore. I want more competition between these characters. Why are they on this boat? Who wants to kill who? What is the power levels of these characters so I can write fan fiction about them? Get on that, or you're fired.
Well, ma'am, your mink is so fine. I wonder if you wanted to arm wrestle for it.
Arm wrestle.
Don't do it, Millicent. She's but a jest.
Oh, George. Before you met me, I won so many beauty pageants based on the fact that I could beat up all of the other contestants with one punch.
Good gracious, that's so terribly sexy.
I know, George. And now I'm gonna prove to you just how sexy and strong I am. Come here, Shelby, you little city bint.
Yes, go. I say what? Go, thrash them. Oi, oi.
Cut. Now, needless to say, I was very much excited by this story. but I feel like there is a missing element. I recently watched Shrek 3, and I thought that donkey character was really funny. I think the mink should talk and provide occasional Eddie Murphy style quips throughout the arm wrestle. And I think that should be a seamless special effect. I should be fully convinced of that happening in real life. So let's get on that.
I'll get you, you city bit. City bit? Now there's one I haven't heard before.
Did your mink just talk?
Yeah, he always talks. He's a talking mink. What of it? What of it? I'm a talking
That's why they're
mink.
so expensive.
That's why I'm so expensive. Hey. I am worth $1 million more than this bitch's shoulders are worth. Hey, shut up! I'm trying to fight here.
Excuse me,
Apart from
Mr.
the
Mink,
fact
you
that
really
this
have
whole
quite the
thing seems
dowry.
unethical, I can't help but notice you don't have a very good relationship with your mink. Is there something you want to talk about?
Oh, she got a lot to talk about. Shut up. She doesn't even wear real eyelashes. They're fake. Shut up!
You don't wear real eyelashes. Oh my god. I trusted you.
Cut. This is all going through. I think it needs one final change. So I've been excited to see this arm wrestling, and I was pretty much chortling and guffawing at everything that funny mink character had to say. But unfortunately, there was just no show business, which is why I want this battle, this anime-style mink-quipping battle, to have a full-on a cappella soundtrack. That's what the kids like. I like Pitch Perfect. I financed the entirety of Pitch Perfect 2. I had nothing to do with Pitch Perfect 3 for contract reasons. Okay, let's get on it. Have a great day.
You think you can win this, Shelly? Harmonize with me, bitch! 1, 2, 3, ha!
Gonna win this competition, cause I need that mink to fund my passage on the
Whoa.
Oh, she's gonna win this shot! Stop, please stop supporting my competition. She's gonna win this. Go away, Millicent. Please stop it, please.
And cut! Super director coming in to cut you all. Thank you very much. Excellent direction there from Jack. An excellent transition between costumes. We cannot let that go. Completely ignored.
I don't know what you're talking. I've always looked like this.
What did I just do?
We don't, Sophia. Okay, so we're going to play our last game of the night, which is our classic game. And in fact, I put up the wrong prompt. I will just quickly change that. But whilst I'm changing that, we want you all to vote for who you thought was the best actor, actress, whoever, who is performing for us tonight. So write in the comments now what you think, who you thought was the best performer. I'm trying to type and talk at the same time, and it's really not paying off. Yeah, so first of all, give us some nouns. Sorry, not nouns. First of all, give us some real movies, real movie titles, whilst also voting for your favourite improviser. So we're going to do our final game, and then at the end of the final game, we are going to tally up the results and see who wins the famed Golden Slug. There it is. Marvin the Golden Slug. So, get your
Bonnie,
votes.
are you going to post that to us?
Probably. I don't even know. Maybe I'll do Carrier Pigeon or something. But, yeah, so let's get ready for our final game of the evening. As we actually have some movies coming through now. I'm sorry for everybody who did some amazing fake movies. In fact, whilst we're waiting for the real movies to come through, I'm going to give some credit to some of the fake movie names we've had. So, The Big Jorts, A Clockwork, Chocolate Orange, Shaun of the Bread, and a Roundabout in Milton Keynes, which I like to think is the movie title and not just a location suggestion, because I would watch a 3-hour documentary about a roundabout in Milton Keynes. There are some fascinating roundabouts. We have got some real movies coming in now. So, we're going to play our final games. Please vote for who you thought was the best improviser today. Was it Bertie, aka Damien? I will accept either name. Was it Miss Oscar Bate herself, Emily? Was it the diamond marshmallow eater, Sophia? Was it the egg himself, Kian? Or was it Dr. Caligari, the one with the eyeliner? Was it Tom Cruise, going by his pseudonym Alex? Or was it, I don't want to know about the exact terms of the relationship between Jack and his sock, or young Jackenstein? So, vote for that. Give us some real movies. First movie will be Mr. Bean, the movie. Wait, whenever you're ready.
You'll go first.
Sex with Me is like Mr. Bean the movie because there's no talking.
Sex with Me is like Mr. Bean, lots of funny faces.
Sex with Me is like Mr. Bean, it involves a bean.
New movie.
There was a content warning.
Sex with Me is like Mr. Bean the movie. At the end of it, I accidentally end up on screen?
A Sex with Me is like Mr. Bean the movie. I refuse to do anything unless I have my teddy bear.
Aww.
Sex with Me is like Mr. Bean. I make maximum use of a mini.
Sex with Me is like Mr. Bean. I can play the theme tune to it very loudly on the piano and the neighbours always complain.
Okay, new movie, Joker, the 2019 film, Joker.
Sex with Me is like Joker, lots of funny faces.
Sex with Me is like the movie Joker, very popular on Reddit.
Sex with Me is like the Joker. Want to know how I got these scars?
Sex with Me is like the Joker. Robert De Niro got killed. R.I.P. that guy, I guess.
Sex with Me is like the Joker. I've seen a lot of pictures of it on the internet.
Sex with Me is like Joker. That's life.
Sex with Me is like the Joker. In the end, Robert De Niro gets shot in the face.
What a climax.
Okay, one more film. My Fair Lady.
Sex with Me is like the film My Fair Lady. The climax of the entire thing is when someone shouts, "Move your bleeding ass!"
Sex with Me is like the film My Fair Lady. I haven't personally experienced it, but I can only assume involves an enormous woman who is also an entire amusement park.
You've nailed the plot there. Okay, let's... Oh, one more, sorry.
Sex with Me is like My Fair Lady. We could have danced all night.
Oh.
Okay, I'm actually going to put one last movie, as that was a short one. The Matrix. And then we will decide who was the best improviser of tonight.
Sex with Me is like The Matrix because there's no spoon.
Sex with Me is like The Matrix. I'm just leaning back, dodging shots in slow motion.
Shots to the face, Jack.
Sex with Me is like The Matrix. My boyfriend enjoys it way more than I do.
Sex with Me is like The Matrix. Oh, I'll have the blue pill. Somebody else now.
Sex with Me is like The Matrix because the second and third times actually just so bad they kind of retroactively ruined the first one.
Sex with Me is like The Matrix is a little known fact that it was first based off of an anime in the 1980s.
Sex with Me is like The Matrix. It was all a dream. It was all a dream.
Sex with me is like the Matrix. The dialogue is mostly whispered, and that really pisses me off.
Sex with me is like the Matrix because Keanu Reeves is wearing leather.
Sex with me is like the Matrix. It just can't be done without Keanu Reeves.
Sex with me is like the Matrix. It turns out to all be about body heat.
Sex with me is like the Matrix. There's a whole planet themed around it in the upcoming movie Space Jam 2, A New Legacy, coming to cinemas from Warner Brothers this summer, starring LeBron James, Bugs Bunny, and of course Zendaya as Lola Bunny. So come and see that movie. I'm not sponsored.
Sex with me is like the Matrix because I'll plug you in and you'll learn Kung Fu.
Wow.
Sex with me is like the Matrix. All it comes down to is battery power.
And with that, okay,
Sex.
Jack's going to do one more amazing punchline and then we're going to end the show.
Sex with me is like the Matrix because LeBron James was an ordinary basketball player who wanted to get a greater emotional attachment to his son. But when Don Cheadle locks his son up in the Warner Brothers studio server,
that's been our show, guys.
he
I'm going to
gets sucked in, has to team up
This is what
with
happens.
the Looney Tunes.
This is what
to
happens
beat
when you
the
get too many
Toon
improvisers
Squad
on the
in
screen
the-
at the same time. I have actually muted Jack to try and get this message out at the end. So, thank you everybody for coming. We have actually had our vote. Weirdly, despite being muted, Jack has won the award for best improviser tonight. So, congratulations, congratulations, Jack. I'm scared to do this.
I'd like to thank my puppet.
Okay.
I'd like to thank my.
Okay, well, while Jack thanks his puppet in a way only Jack can, everybody, thank you very much for coming along. We have been the Cambridge Impronauts. We hope we have successfully broken your internet. We have been to the movies. We hope you've enjoyed yourselves. We've certainly enjoyed it. Thank you for your excellent prompts. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and who else? No, Vine. But to go to @the Impronauts or @Impronauts. Details will be in the closing slide, so I don't have to make too much of an effort to remember what they're called. But please do come along, and we have open workshops if you're living in Cambridge. Every Saturday at 10 a.m. we will be doing improvised workshops. All are welcome, all stages of improvisation run by our very own Tom Cruise. So if you want to meet Tom Cruise and see just how short he is in real life, come along on Saturday mornings to that. But with that, I will say thank you, everybody. Let's all give them a cheeky wave. You're getting complaints, Jack, that you didn't thank LeBron James, but you do get the Golden Slug. Congratulations.
I will pass the slug on to LeBron James.
He'll appreciate that.
Because he really kind of carried my career.
He did. Anyway, thanks everybody. See you later.